Shira, thank you so much for joining us today. I'm really excited to get a chance to talk to you, to pick your brain about what you're thinking about in this space. So I know that you're doing a lot of work and putting a lot of effort towards kind of humanizing the world of blockchains. Where do you see this going? What do you see as the biggest opportunity for that? And what's the biggest absence right now?
So when I look at blockchain today, it's about 10 years old-ish, right? Although it really hasn't had a lot of development through all of those 10 years, but it's about 10 years old, pretty young. And what I'm noticing, even in the last 2 years, is that finally company leaders and large network, organizers and heads are starting to realize, wait, who are we building for? And the fact that there's really this huge world out there of human beings that have a lot of needs regarding power and information and money. And we haven't done a lot of work, positions, I think, someone like me really well to identify the problem, and then these companies to realize that maybe they could do something that's outside their comfort zone. That's
interesting. So we obviously change technology when we work with it, when we develop it, when we interact with it. How do you think technology changes us as individuals?
It's this question of, have we been designing technology with the acknowledgement that it's affecting our own sense-making system? And are we even aware of our own sense-making system? Technology is a part of human evolution. And I would hope that we're looking at it as an opportunity to advance our evolutionary development of things like ethics, awareness, consciousness. My fear is we're looking at it more today in the blockchain space, what I see as a way to advance particular values we hold and particular capacities.
So what values do you think blockchain and particular technology is kind of pushing into the forefront with people who interact with it?
I mean, currently the values that I see would be things like liberty or freedom, privacy, transparency, sovereignty, self-ownership.
Do you think that's a good thing?
I mean, values and ethics are contextual, so I don't think there's an absolute right or wrong to those values. I think liberty in some contexts is incredibly ethical, and in other contexts can be incredibly harmful.
It's a very nuanced answer. Respect. Respect.
Yeah, I mean, I think my dream for this space is that we remember that there have been so many radical revolutions before us and extraordinary change efforts and movements. And we're just one of them, but none of those fully succeeded either, and neither will we. And to have the humility so that we can actually be self-aware of what the unique piece we are contributing is, and focus on that.
Do you think that people overstate the disruption of blockchain, or the transformative power of it, or the change?
Where it's overstated is whether it will transform any real dynamics of power or freedom or meaning for people's lives. And that's where I'm trying to focus, and that's why, my question is, how do we build feedback and data and intelligence loops into our engineering structures and our design and our product management and even what products we're building now that relate to what people really need and relate to how power is actually really being exploited all the time. I think the legacy systems didn't take account of the externalities whatsoever. Totally. And we have the chance to internalize those externalities, not just from a company policy, but from a technological structure perspective.
How do we avoid losing the humanity in the data? Because I think data science can very easily turn anybody into just one data point among millions.
The first thing I realized about blockchain when I became extremely excited about it, and then very quickly urgently nervous and terrified of it, was that we didn't even have the human beings with the divergent perspectives involved. We can't just be technologists and economists and mathematicians and business people if we want a technology that reflects deep human values and will deliver on deep human needs.
Wow, that's great. Thank you so much for having this chat with me. I love hearing your thoughts on this stuff. I look forward to speaking with you again.
Definitely. Where's the fire? I want the fireside chat.
All right, the fireside chat.
Oh!
It's a tableside chat.
All right, well, thanks,
thank you
Caleb.
so much. Appreciate it.
Yeah.